Every little thing about work annoys you. Like literally the sound of your email, the fact that you have to go into the Zoom meeting, the fact that you have to see your boss this afternoon. Every little thing about your current job is getting on your nerves. And that is sign number one that you're ready for a switch up in your career. I'm Ashley. I'm the lead mentor with Mentor Me. And today I'm going to talk about signs you're ready for something new in your career. There are telltale signs. I can always tell when a woman's on the brink of career shift, and I want to share those signs with you today. So if you've been wondering, like, kind of what's going on with me? Why do I feel like this? What's happening to me? I'm going to help you see the signs that you're ready for something new in your career and talk to you about a pathway for getting expert level mentorship and career support in your career right now. I'm Ashley. I'm the lead mentor with Mentor Me, and my job is to help high achieving professional women make more money and have more impact in their career, leveraging the skills, talent, expertise, degrees, credentials, certifications that they already have, right? A big part of my work is really helping you learn how to leverage, how to use, how to strategize around what you already have, what's already there, the degrees you already have, the credentials you already have, the years of experience you already have. And I agree, Brittany, this is going to be really helpful because I think sometimes we don't recognize when we're ready for a change. We don't recognize when we're ready for something new. We don't recognize when it's time for a shift. We think that, maybe we're just busy. Maybe it's just a busy season. We're just overwhelmed. Oh, we just had a bad day. But there are signs, right, that are showing up for you that are kind of telling you, it's a red flag telling you, like, girl, you're ready for a new career. It's time for the shift. And I want to talk to you about those signs today. So like I started, the sign number one is that every little thing about your job and your current career, your current organization bothers you. You're like, I'm mad that these people are asking me to do my job. Like, I know that this is my job. I know that this task is my job, but I hate it. You are maybe even applying for jobs while you're at work. You're like on your job, on the institution or corporation's laptop, applying for new jobs somewhere else. Like, you're over it, right? And this is a sign that you're ready for something new in your career. If the little things annoy you, I'm not even talking about the big things. I'm not talking about, disrespect or being overworked or underpaid. I'm just talking about the little everyday things, getting up and going to work in the morning, waking up, you're just annoyed. You hate that you have to go in. You have to sit down and log into the computer. You're annoyed because you're like, you hate Sunday nights because Monday morning is on the other side, right? You hate talking about work. You go out with your girlfriends. You don't even want to talk about your job. Girl, I hate that place. You don't want to talk about your boss. You don't want to talk about your organization because you're like, I'm so over this. I hate being there. I hate this organization. I feel like it's not a good fit for me. If the little things annoy you, if the little things overwhelm you, if the little things have you stressed and frustrated and disengaged, right? That's a sign you're ready for something new in your career. And I think that sometimes we can overlook these signs, right? We overlook this because we're like, well, maybe this is not the right time. I don't know what's going on with the economy. I need to wait till my partner finishes school. We kind of come up with all of these reasons why we should just dismiss or disregard, like what's coming up for us around our careers. But I'm here to tell you that if in the pit of your stomach, if in your gut, right, this role, this job, this organization, this relationship with this supervisor is not a good fit for you, you need to listen to your body, right? If your heart is palpitating every Sunday night as you prep for Monday morning, if on the drive to work, you're like, I literally would love to drive this vehicle off a bridge because I hate going to this organization. If you feel dread and overwhelm every time it's time to talk about work, if the conversation around professional development makes you want to gag, right? Like, if you're experiencing significant, overwhelm and just disappointment and dread around work, that's a sign you're ready for something new in your career, right? And I think that, again, so often we dismiss it. Oh, that's just how work is. Everybody feels like that. No. Everybody does not feel like that. Work is not supposed to be full of dread. Right? Work doesn't have to be disappointing and disengaging and disempowering. That's not just how work is. That's how your job currently is. That's what you're experiencing, but it doesn't have to be like that, right? And my job as a mentor is to help you identify different pathways to help you advance your career so it doesn't have to be so disillusioning, so it doesn't have to be so daunting, so it doesn't have to be so discouraging and depressing, right? So the number one sign that you're ready for something new is if every little thing about this organization bothers you. Every little meeting, you're like, oh, why am I here? This could have been an email. Oh, I'm so over this. If you're constantly feeling like that in your career, that's a sign it's time to make a change. And if that's something you've experienced, just throw some hearts up on the screen, right? Like, I'm here to hold space for you. I'm here to let you know you're not alone. So many high achieving professional women experience this, right? This overwhelm, this dread about work. And so I want you to know that you're not alone in that. So if that's what you're experiencing, that's a sign it's time for a shift. The second thing I want to talk about is a next step to that. So you're dreading work, you're hating it, every little thing about the job annoys you, but you're dreaming about something else. Like, you're dreaming about not having to drive into this job. You're dreaming about being able to wear what you want to wear and express yourself in the ways that feel meaningful to you. You're literally dreaming about having, summer Fridays. You're dreaming about what's next, right? Like, if you find yourself constantly daydreaming about what you actually desire in your career and it's not aligned with what you are currently experiencing, that's a sign it's time for something new, right? If you're constantly living in the future, right? Like, you're in your head, you're not present at work, you're not engaged, you're completely disconnected from this job. You're constantly like, man, I can't wait till I can get home and do this. I can't wait till, when I get this new job, I can't wait till this. Like, if you're constantly living in the future when it comes to your career, that's a sign that it's time for change. I actually was just in a presentation, and someone was talking about, people are always telling you, be present, be in the moment, sit in the moment. Like, don't get ahead of yourself. You got to be in the moment. But for people whose present is miserable, for people whose current moment is horrible, is annoying, is frustrating, where they feel overworked, underpaid, disrespected, disengaged, disempowered, right? If that's how you feel in the moment, it's really hard for you to be in the moment. You don't want to be in that moment. You're futuristic. Like, you're like, I got to get out of this moment. I'm trying to get to the future. I'm trying to think about what's next. I'm trying to think about what's ahead, right? If that's where you are in your career, if that's where you are in your life, if you are constantly thinking about what's next, you don't want to be in a moment because this moment freaking sucks, right? Like, if that's where you are, I want you to know that you're not alone in that. Lots of people are daydreaming about what they desire for their career. They're daydreaming about a time when they can leave this organization, chuck the deuces. They constantly writing a letter of resignation in their head. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's where you are right now, I want you to know that, like, you're not alone in that, but also that's a sign that it's time for something new in your career. Like, if you're constantly daydreaming about what's next, you can't be present. You can't stay in the moment. You can't, live in the now, because the now sucks, right? Like, if that's where you are in your career development, I want you to know you're not alone in that. And that's also a sign that you're ready for something new in your career. You're ready to move on. It's time, right, to move on. So number one is that if every little thing about the job annoys the hell out of you, if that's where you are in your career, if everything is like, oh my God, if everything an eye roll, if everything is like, oh, why are they emailing me? Why are they contacting me? Why are they reaching out to me? Like, I don't want to go to this meeting. I don't want to have this conversation. I don't want to do that. Like, if every little thing about the organization annoys you, that's a sign you're ready for something new in your career. Number two, if you've been daydreaming about what's next, right? If you're like, oh my God, I can't wait till the summer so I can do this, or I can't, as soon as I get a new job, I'm going to be able to do this. If you're constantly daydreaming about what's next, if you have such a strong desire for what's next that you can't be in the present, that you can't live in the moment, that the moment is like depressing and you're looking toward the future constantly, that's a sign that you're ready to move on. It's a sign that you're ready for something new in your career. And thirdly, and this one is a little bit more personal, but you're ready for a new career if you're following me on the internet. You're constantly binge watching my content. You're constantly liking my content. You've been following me for months or weeks or months or even years, right? If you've been here in this community, watching my YouTube channels, watching my lives, coming to some of my webinars, if you've been plugged in to this community for a long time, you're like, yeah, I want to work with Ashley one day. I see what she's doing with other women. I want to be a part of that. I know I need her help. If you're plugged into this community, right, That's a sign that you're ready for mentorship, sis. That's a sign that you're ready for something new in your career. I always tell people I attract the most smart, competent, intellectual, and driven, intentional, strategic women in the world. Like, I know that my audience is top notch. You would not find a more high achieving, capable group of women than the women who follow me on the internet, the women who are part of my YouTube community, the women who eventually join my programs, right? They're some of the smartest, brightest change makers in the world. If you're a part of my community, if you're watching this live right now, if you're watching this on replay, if you've ever liked my content, if you follow me on the internet, if you're connected to me in any way, you are smart, bright, capable, right? That's because I attract those kind of women. That's the kind of woman I am. I attract those kind of women, right? So if you're in this community, that's a sign you're ready for something more. That's a sign that you're ready for a shift. Or it's someone who's already worked with me, right? And they've had that shift and they just want to stay in community, right? And so if you're in this community, if you're watching this, if you're a part of this, that's a sign you're ready for something new. You are not here for no reason, right? You are not watching this. You are not watching this for no reason, right? This is a divine. This moment is divine, literally. You coming up on this video was not by accident. Right? This is divine right now. And so my invitation to you is to take action on the divine. Don't let the divine just kind of pass you by and be like, oh, that was a cute little video. That was cool. Yeah, Ashley seems really smart. Like, no, this is divine. This is an activator. This is an activator. This is an opportunity for you to be like, yes, I'm so glad that I watched this. I'm so glad that I got connected with Ashley. I'm so glad that she reminded me of my own power, and let me schedule a call with her so I can talk to her about my career. Let me connect with her. Let me get some support from her. Let me start activating how she can help me in my career, right? Let me start activating on that. Not let me just binge watch her content, collect some gems, and go on about my day. Let me actually get connected with her in a real and meaningful way. Let me schedule that call with her using the link in her bio so that I can get the help that I need to advance my career. Right? So that's the signs, right? You know you're ready for mentorship. You know you're ready for something new in your career. If every little thing about your current job, if it drives you crazy, if you're annoyed every phone call, if you're annoyed every email, if every meeting you like, oh my gosh, like if you're experiencing that on a regular basis, sis, that's a sign. That's the sign you're looking for. Sign number 2, you've been daydreaming about what's next. You can't even be in the present. You can't live in the moment because the moment is crap. You don't like this moment. This moment is not serving you. Right? If that's where you are in your career, that's a sign that you're ready for something new. That's time for a transition. And if you've been watching my content, if you've been a part of this community, if you've been binge watching my videos, scrolling on my success stories, and you're like, yes, I want that to be me. I want that to be me. I want to be a part of that community. That's a sign. That's a sign you're ready for mentorship. That's a sign you're ready for something new in your career. And this sign, it could not have come at a better time because I'm accepting new mentees right now in all of my mentorship programs. If you're a professional woman who works in corporate, nonprofit, or educational leadership, and you're looking to secure at least, right? If you're looking to secure at least a $30,000 salary increase, this video, this is divine. This is a divine opportunity for you to get reconnected. So let's do that so I can get you the help that you need. And like I'm saying, I'm accepting new mentees right now. So if that's you, if you're a professional woman, a new professional, mid-level professional, and you're really looking for strategy to help you find and secure a new role in the next 3 months, if that's an absolute priority for you, you've got to be able to do that. If that's something you need help with, you want to schedule a call with me today. Like I said, that initial call is about 20 minutes. I'm just going to ask you questions about what's going on in your career, what's working well in your career, where you seem stuck. That'll help me assess how I can best serve you. If we decide it's a good fit, we'll go ahead and get you enrolled in one of my mentorship programs. I also am accepting new mentees in my Mentor Me Mastermind and my Mentor Me CEO programs. All of the information for all of these programs is right in the link in my bio. You click right there. You can go to my website and see more. But really what I want to do is get on a call with you so I can learn more about you. No use in you doing, months of research to learn about me. We can just hop on a call. You can ask me anything you want. And then we can, you can decide very quickly if it's a good fit for you or if you need to stop following me and follow somebody else, right? So you can just do that quickly. You don't have to kind of be searching and looking and trying to see. Like, you don't have to try to see. You can just schedule a call with me. You can ask me all the questions you need to ask, assess if it's a good fit for you, and get the help that you need. And one of the things I always say is that oftentimes women will say to me, like, Ashley, I've been watching your content and I need to get my life together. Ashley, I've been watching your videos and I need to get my life together. Ashley, I need to schedule a call with you. And I'm always like, well, girl, why do you think you have to get your life together before working with me? A part of getting your life together is us working together. Right? A part of you getting your life together is us working together. So many of my mentees are here. I serve a lot of women in education, and a lot of them are here in Boston for a big annual conference. It's been so dope. And ran into one of my mentees here, a woman who is in my Mentor Me Accelerator program. And, she's just like, Ashley, like, me being able to find and secure a new role has helped me get my life together. Baby girl has hired a nutritionist so she can, readjust her relationship with food and learn healthy eating strategies. Baby girl got a therapist. She hired a therapist to help her work through some, mental health roadblocks and like really focus on her well-being. She's freezing her eggs. She's decided that she wants to plan for her future. She wants to secure her future and her future legacy, and ability to have children. So she wants to lock that down. She told me she paid off $30,000 worth of credit card debt, because of the income that she earned through her new role, right? Like, that's you getting your life together. Right? Imagine if she would have been like, well, I need to get my life together before I work with Ashley. So let me figure out how I can pay off this debt, freeze my eggs, get a nutrient. But she wouldn't have been able to do any of that because she didn't have the income, right? She wasn't earning enough money. Now she's earning more money. She has more flexibility in her budget, and now she's actually able to get her life together. That's the testimony of getting your life together. Making the investment to get the help you need to get your life together, not the other way around, right? So sometimes women are like, oh yeah, Ashley, I need to get my life together so I can work with you. And I'm like, girl, like, you work with me and that enables you to get your life together, not the other way around. You don't have to fix your life. You can work with me. We can really focus on your career development, your ability to speak to your expertise, your career confidence, which is going to translate just so many other areas of your life, right? So I just wanted to share that testimony. And those are the signs, right? Those are the signs that you're ready for mentorship, that you're ready for something new in your career. And yeah, take the necessary step to get where you need to be. Yes, absolutely. And I think that sometimes we can get really stuck in like, as soon as I need to get my life together, but as soon as I get my life together, and it's like this, as soon as will have you stuck. You'll be as soon as to your grave. And then be as soon under the ground, right? Like, it's like, girl, stop as soon asing. Take one step. I'm very much like I was talking to someone this week and they were just like, Ashley, I'm just so scared about leaving my job. I'm just so scared about moving to a new city for a new job. And I'm like, but you ain't applied for no jobs. Like, you're scared of something that's so far in the future, that's so far away from where you are right now. Are you scared to schedule a call with me? Am I intimidating? Are you scared to evaluate if career coaching would be helpful for you? Are you scared to update your resume? Are you scared to speak to your ex? Like you scared of something that's so far in the future. You having to move away from your family for a new job opportunity. You ain't applied for no jobs. You ain't got no callbacks from no interview. You ain't got no job offers. It's a lot of steps. It's a lot of steps before you can be scared. It's so like you scared of something that's 10 steps away. Just do the first thing. We can address the fear. I'm not saying don't be scared. Fear is available to you. You can be scared. I don't have no problem with fear. Fear is available to you. It's available to us all. We all be scared. That's fine. I'm not saying don't be scared. Do it scared. I'm not saying none of that. What I'm saying is, how you scared of something that's 10 steps over here? Just do the thing you need to do today. You don't need to worry about, let's not worry about the fear of tomorrow. Let's not worry about the 10 step away fear. Let's just address the thing that you need to do today. The first step in you making more money and having more impact in your career is scheduling a call with me. I know you ain't scared to do that. The link is in my bio. There's no fee. I mean, I'm a very approachable person. I'm very kind. Ask the people who know me. Right? Like, there's no fear in that. So you can just do that. You can decide if it's a good fit for you or not. Like, that's the first step. You don't have to be scared of that. Right?